Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be super short, straight to the point. Quick tool review. I have the rear end housing for the race car getting ready to go in the car, but at first it needs a lot of work done to it. One of the things that needs to be done is it needs to be sandblasted so we can do some welding on it and paint it and make it look nice, all that good stuff. A lot of the times you take a rear end housing to get it sandblasted, it's between 25 and 100 bucks, depends on who you take it to and what kind of mood they're in when they do it. So having said all that, I went and bought one of those cheap portable sandblasting things. I think it was $101 in the Sandblaster and in the media. So I'm well aware that you can duplicate this thing real close to the same price. Just depends on what all you have laying around at your disposal. In this particular case, I'm going to refer to one of my videos, link up here, that says time is money, and it would take you a couple hours to duplicate this thing, and you know, at paying yourself 30, 40, 50 bucks an hour, it's a wash. You might as well just go buy the thing and keep your time. So enough of all that. Let's get to work and see how this thing works. I've already put it together. You don't need any help with that. The sun's really bright outside, so I'm going to leave the camera indoors and kind of zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. This thing even comes with this ridiculous mask thing that you wear like this. How ridiculous is that? But for anybody that's ever done any sandblasting, well worth it. Wear the thing. So without further ado, let's get started. So the sun is super bright out here, but this is kind of give you an idea of what we're starting out with. This rear end housing is pretty rusty, just dirty and in bad shape in general. So we got to get ready to cut all the brackets and stuff off of it. And of course start by sandblasting it. Alright, check this thing out. I got it inside now where it's not so bright and get a good look at it. The little sandblaster just really kicks ass. There's just no other way to put it. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let you get a look at the sandblaster itself, and you can kind of formulate an opinion. Okay, so again, like I said earlier in the video, I think this thing was 69 or 79 bucks. With 2 bags of sand and tax out the door, it was right at a $100 bill, I think. So my first impression on this thing is it's great. You'll spend, like if you do a rear end housing like I mentioned earlier, if you take it to somebody just to get it sandblasted, it's going to be, I'm just going to say 50 bucks. If you do it twice, you've paid for it. Counting the time that you spend driving to and from to get your part sandblasted, you probably pay for it the first time around. So having said all that, the review on the Sandblaster itself is overall money well spent. The things that I do not like about it, the ball valves are kind of cheap, to be expected for that kind of price. I bought the smallest one they had, and to do a rear end housing, just by weight, it feels like I used about a half a bag of sand to do this rear end housing. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it making it perfect. I could have, but I didn't. The main reason for sandblasting this thing is I have to cut the brackets off, weld some new ones on, and it had rust all over it. So that was my main thing, was just to get it cleaned up. Now, if I had it to do all over again, would I do it? Absolutely. It's a great tool. So having said all that, if you are in the market for something like this, I say do it. Keep in mind, the only thing that may sway some people to not buy something like this is if you don't have a big enough air compressor. My air compressor is a 60-gallon Craftsman oil type air compressor, not oilless. And it sandblasted about half of a tube before it kicked on again, running about 90 psi pressure. So that'll probably give you an idea of about what it takes to run this thing or any sandblaster like this. So just keep that in mind. Don't go get one of these if you're running one of those little pancake air compressors, because you're not gonna like it. So anyways, yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. And oh, by the way, as you saw, I had this thing out at the end of my driveway, and that sand goes everywhere. So keep that in mind when you go to do your sandblasting. And the other thing is, wear that stupid little face shield that they give you, because it goes that way when you hit the trigger, and it comes back at you just as fast, and it hits you all over the place, and it hurts. So anyways, that's the end of the video. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Just a quick tool review. There's a lot of people that look for stuff like this, and well, here it is. So give it a thumbs up, share it, like it, talk about it, comment. Let's hear what you got to say. And outside of that, we will see you in the next video, guys. Thanks.